Good evening,
and welcome to another Malcat Gin video.
And tonight we're doing Big Dill Pickle Gin. Now this is
You wouldn't want to get your tongue tied and mix that one up.
Yes. So you'll notice it's a bit frosty because it actually states on the bottle, serve me ice cold. And this is a New Zealand gin. On the side it says, congratulations, you are one step closer to having Big Dill energy. All you have to do is pop the cork, assemble Big Dill energy juice, aka pickle teeny, and celebrate yourself. Cheers to you. This is batch 3 and it is produced by somewhere in Auckland.
By the Bayside Rum Company.
And it says it's made with real pickles, which I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. And it is 40% ABV.
So just looking at the website, I think they got that inspiration from, if you look at the things you put in to make a batch of pickles, they thought, well, we could use those to make a gin. So that's what they've done. And they've put the actual pickles in. So the pickles go into the basket so that there's a vapor infusion.
And this is one of my picks. So we'll see if Malcolm likes it. I like a dirty martini.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I kind of think of olives and pickles quite...
They're both kind of briny.
Very briny.
Yeah.
I can't smell and haven't for some time. So therefore, how similar are olives and pickles to me? They are different in taste. So I don't, yeah, they're definitely different in taste. If you put a pickle in my mouth, I would know the difference.
I would like to think so.
You're still thinking about a pickle in my mouth, aren't you?
Yeah, yes. There's not a really strong smell. There's not even a really strong juniper smell. There's sort of, well, there's hints of it. Okay. Getting juniper on the tongue, but ooh, okay.
Do you have big dill pickle energy?
No, I'm getting more the flavors from the bottling botanicals. So like the fennel, I'm almost getting like a hint of an aniseedy.
Oh my God,
flavor.
It's like as you're saying it, I'm getting those things too. Yeah.
For those of you who might pull your pickles out of your hamburger, it's not that flavour.
When I was a kid, I used to do that. I used to always get...
When I was a kid, I used to grab them and eat them. Not yours, obviously.
No, that would be weird.
That would be weird.
Don't grab my pickle. But...
That would be weird.
Oh, give me the pickle.
I like the pickle.
Yeah, now we do pickles at home.
We have pickles in them.
We get big jars of pickles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I am, on aftertaste getting pickle. Big Dill energy.
Big Dill energy.
I feel Big Dill energy.
Back to the gin. Should we do it as a G&T?
I feel a bit tingly. This is like, ooh.
Well, this is our second gin.
Bit more, but less.
No. I think we lost it a little bit.
I don't know what a pickle teeny is, but I imagine this would be a fantastic martini.
So yeah, actually interesting, when you add the tonic to it, you get more of the pickle quality.
I like it. I like it. It is a bit martini-like, but only because I like a dirty martini.
Do you want to try it as a martini?
I'm going to get shit-faced on that.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're doing it for the punters. Yeah. We're doing it for you. The magic of Hollywood. And we're back. And here's our pickle teeny. So they have a recipe on the website, but I've modified the recipe slightly. This is 4 parts gin to 1 part vermouth, which is in a medium martini. A dry martini would be at least 6 to 1. And then I've added half a measure of pickle juice, which is less than they specified, but I figured if I added too much pickle juice, it would be overpowering. So
He doesn't like it too dirty.
here we go. And of course, we've got pickles.
To give you that big dill energy. It's not the magic in the pickle. Wait, what?
This video will be definitely R18.
difficult to
Or
edit.
at least PG.
I would say,
I don't know.
You lost my train of
Okay.
thought. You lost my train of thought, or I lost my train of thought.
I caused you to lose your train of thought.
Okay.
You lost your own train of thought. I may have been at fault for that.
If you missed our previous video, which was recorded quite some time ago about martinis, when we're talking dry or wet, what we mean is a dry martini has literally hardly any vermouth.
It's the ratio of gin to vermouth.
A wet one has almost 50-50 or could do 50-50. There are people that quite like it that way. And when we talk about a dirty martini, we're talking about the brine that you put in, and usually it's brine of an olive, but in this case, it's the brine of the pickle juice.
So it's quite dirty and quite wet. A wet martini would normally be 3-1. It's slightly wet and actually quite dirty, but I don't know.
When you go out, you want a very dry martini, and you don't like it dirty.
No, I like a dry, clean martini. In fact, I prefer a Gibson, which is a cocktail onion as opposed to an olive.
I'm out for all kinds of martini. I like mine dry and dirty. But I've got a friend who gets hers wet and dirty. And when
Quite wet and quite dirty.
I've tried my friend's dirty wet martini, and I quite like it.
For me, I'm not sure that I would order that over a martini.
It's a novelty factor. There is a novelty factor in there. It is New Zealand made.
Well,
It
look,
is a pickle if you're a big pickle fan.
Yeah.
Or Big Dill. If you're looking for Big Dill energy.
If you're looking for Big Dill energy, certainly we'll be trying this on our martini drinking friends and see what they think.
Yeah.
I tend to go towards dry martinis or Vespers.
I like a Vespa.
Yeah. For me, that's not going to replace either of those. So. But the gin itself, I quite like the gin. So don't let this debate about martinis put you off the gin. It's,
This one's better as a G&T.
It is better as a G&T. In fact, actually going back to the G&T, quite sweet. Which is interesting because, full disclosure, this is our second review of the night.
What gave that away?
The first one, quite fruity, quite sweet. So trying that immediately afterwards, it tasted quite...
Briny?
Well, briny's not the word. Not bitter, but not sweet.
It's definitely in the middle of the pH scale.
But having gone away, made that, we've tried that and come back to it, there's definitely a sweetness to it because there's quite a lot of sweetness in a pickle. That's me. And on that note, ginners and winners.